Hi, welcome to my channel, Zazaline. My name is Janita, and in today's tutorial we are gonna be working on a very simple project. It's a very quick project to make, this phone bag. So the phone bag has cell phone bag has a small pocket at the front. Everything is fully lined, and it has a magnetic closure. Again, fully lined. Nothing in the back is just plain. And if you have a smaller phone, you can easily place it in the front pocket. If your phone is a little bit bigger, then you can place it right in here, and you can see there's plenty of space even for the bigger phones. And then you can just close it, and if you have keys or credit cards, you can put it right in here. So this little bag is gonna hold all the essentials that you need when you are coming out of the house. And it has the adjustable strap. I can show you how it looks when I put it on. There we go. It's just a small bag, very light, and again, very easy to make. If you like my tutorials, please hit the like button, comment below, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of the future videos. And let's get started making this beautiful little bag. Let's go quickly over the things we will need for this project, and that is first of all the pattern, which you can download PDF file on zazalinestudio.com. We will need a strap, a zipper pull, two D-rings, swivel hook, strap adjuster, and the closure, the magnetic closure. So first of all, we are gonna prepare the zipper for the front pocket, and we will need the zipper pull and these zipper ends. So we need two exteriors and two linings. So let's put the zipper in. I'm using number 5 zipper. There we go. When the zipper pull is in, we are gonna take the exterior and place it the good side down, and then we will take the lining, and my lining is the same on both sides, but if you have a print, the good side goes towards the zipper, so the good sides are facing each other. And we will do exactly the same on the other side. We are gonna sew at the end, on both ends. Okay, so just a little note before we move forward. We have ABC panels that need to be interfaced, and I was using fusible fleece for the interfacing because it's gonna make it nice and soft. We will need the C panel and also E panel. E panel is the zipper pocket. So we need C, E, and the zipper. So now we are gonna grab our main exterior panel, and we will open up the sides and just press firmly with your fingers. You can clip the ends. And now we are gonna place it. Just make sure the head, the zipper pull, is facing left. We are gonna place the good side down, so good sides facing each other. And now we are gonna clip this in place. So the top. Okay, now we are gonna take the lining, and if you have a good side and wrong side, the good side of the lining goes down. Okay, so again, the good sides meet. The good sides like each other. Okay, and we will clip it in place. And now we will take it to the sewing machine. If you have a zipper for it, now would be a good idea to change it, and you want to get as close to the zipper teeth as possible. Okay, so once we are done, we are gonna open it up. We will expose the zipper, and now just press down with your fingers or go to your ironing station and just press down with your iron, and we are gonna top stitch right here. Okay, so once you are done top stitching, we are gonna flip it on the other side. We are gonna pull the bottom of the pocket and bring it up, and you can secure it with a clip. And now we are gonna introduce the panel B. So we have B, we will flip it back, and now we are gonna place the good side down. And just make sure when you have a print that you have it the right way, so you don't do it upside down. So this is my right way. Now I'm gonna place it down. I will align the sides, the edges, and let's clip this in place, and we will take it to the sewing machine, and we will get as close to the zipper teeth as possible, the same as we did last time. Now when we are done, we will open it up, and again we will press down with fingers or the hot iron, and we are gonna top stitch right here. There we have it. So we have the front pocket done. Now if we have something a little sticking out, it could be the zipper end. So we are just gonna make sure it's nice and even. I think my lining was cut a little bigger, so let's just cut this off, and a little bit here. There we go. So it's nicely lined up on both sides. Okay, so once we are done with the front pocket, we are gonna introduce a D. So this is the bottom exterior, and don't forget it's cut on fold, so it will be twice as big. And now what we are gonna do is we are gonna remove the pocket. So the pocket goes up, and now we will take this bottom piece, and this is my good side, so the good side goes down, and you are looking at the wrong side, and we will clip it on the bottom. Now we will take it to the machine, and we are gonna sew 1 centimeter 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. So once you are done, and make sure that the pocket is away, we are gonna place this down and make sure this bottom piece is sitting on top of the exterior lower panel, because we are gonna top stitch on this white portion on the bottom piece. So we are gonna top stitch right here. So once we are done top stitching, we are gonna turn the whole piece down, and we are gonna introduce a panel. So this is the back exterior, and we are gonna make sure that the print is coming down. So this is the way we want to see it. So you have both facing the same direction. Now we are gonna turn this down, and we are gonna place it on the bottom, and we are gonna repeat the process. We are gonna sew 1 centimeter, and then we will open it up, and we will do the same top stitching as we did before. Okay, so once we are done top stitching on both sides, what we are gonna do now, we will place these two sides together, and we are gonna start on the bottom. We want to make sure that the bottom is lined up. So clip it on both sides, because this is important. This is what's gonna show. And then we will clip the top, and make sure the pocket is down. Now we are gonna secure the pocket, and on both sides, let's just secure it in place. And if you have a tiny little bit showing on the top, It doesn't matter, we can always cut it off, but the bottom part is the most important. That one has to match. And then we are gonna sew with 1 centimeter seam allowance on both sides. Okay, so now when we are done stitching on both sides, we are gonna do the corners. So we will open them up like this and make them nice and flat. And the same thing on the other side. So you want to open up the seam so it lays nice and flat, and then we will clip it and take it back to the machine, and we are going to do 1 centimeter across, 1 centimeter seam allowance, and you can go a few times. And once we are done and we have the both sides sewn, we will put this on a side, and we are gonna bring the lining. So the lining is F, and make sure it is gonna be cut on fold because the pattern is designed that way. And we will just sew the sides, 1 centimeter seam allowance. Okay, so when you are stitching on both sides, you want to make sure that you are gonna leave about 4 inches opening on this side, so we will have enough space to turn the back inside out. Okay, so we are done on both sides. We are gonna box the bottom exactly the same way as we did on the other panel, the exterior, and we will, this time you can just lay it flat, it doesn't matter. This is a very thin fabric and it's inside, so this is good. So we will just make it flat, and we will take it back to the machine, and the same thing, 1 centimeter or 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Okay, so now once we are done, we are gonna bring the magnetic closure, and you can do the snaps or magnetic closure, or you don't have to do anything. So I will need a little support, so I have a foam, and I have 2 backings, and then the 2 pieces that will snap together. So let's find the midline, which I already did. Now we are gonna measure 3 centimeters from the top. So 3 centimeters are, this is the midline, 3 centimeters here. Let's do the same on the other side, midline 3 centimeters down. And now we are gonna place this in the middle, and we are gonna do tiny 2 lines, and the same on the other side, and that way we will know where we are gonna cut the fabric. Okay, and we are gonna do the same thing on these pieces. So we will, so we know where we are gonna cut, so we will make 2 marks here, here, and here. And now we are gonna take our reaper, and we will make tiny little hole. Or if you want to have a little bit more control, you can take scissors and just do tiny little holes. So where we have the 2 marks, that's where we are gonna make the hole. We will do the same thing on the other side. And just tiny, tiny little ones. Okay, and now it doesn't really matter which side you will do, but you are gonna put these little legs, as I call them. I'm sure there's a different name for it. I call them legs because they do look like legs. And we are gonna make little marks here. This is gonna be a little bit more challenging because it's a little thick. And let's place this in. 1, 2. Okay, and now we are gonna put the backing in, and we will spread it out. And we will do the same thing on the other side. So that way we have a little bit more support, and so the fabric doesn't tear away, because there's going to be quite a big strength on the fabric. So let's do this side. Let's put the little legs, and you want to do everything from inside. So this is the good side, we are looking at the wrong side. So inside, that's where we want it. Don't put it the other way, that would not work. And let's just put this in. Okay, and this is done. So we have it on both sides, and now it's gonna easily close up like this, magnetic snap. Okay, so let's put this on the side, and we will be working on the strap. Okay, so now we are going to be working on the strap connector. So we need 2 exterior pieces, and I have already prepared one so we can see how the final product should look like. So we will need the D-ring, the exterior fabric, and double-sided tape. And what we will try to achieve is we will fold these 2 sides. So just apply the double-sided tape on the very edge and peel it off. Sometimes it doesn't want to come off. There we go. And now it depends on how big D-ring you have. Okay, I have, this is not even 1 inch, and I just wanted something a little bit smaller. Now we are gonna fold it and fold it again. And in my case, I will be folding towards the midline, and then we will wrap it around the D-ring, and we are done. And we will sew the very end just like we did on this side. Okay, so just stitch it up so it doesn't come apart. Okay, so that's it. Once we have this done, we will put it on the side, and we will start working on the actual strap. So once it's peeled, you are gonna do about 1 centimeter. And it depends on your hardware, okay? If you have a bigger hardware, you will obviously need a little wider strap. But I'm gonna do a little bit on both sides, and then I will place them together. And I want to make sure that it's gonna fit my hardware. So do a little test before you start sewing. And this is the perfect size. You see, this is how it should fit. So I'm gonna continue, and I will do the whole thing. So once you fold it on both sides, it's gonna help you a lot. These double-sided tapes are great. You will fold it and clip it, and we will do the whole 1.5 meters. So once your strap is done, we are gonna bring the hardware, and we will need 2 swivel hooks and the strap adjuster. Let's start with strap adjuster. So there is a wrong side and a good side. So I'm looking at the good side, and I'm gonna go on top of the bar. This is the mid bar. So we will go on top, and I'm gonna take 1 swivel hook, and I'm gonna put this in too, and then let's just put it a little bit further. Now I'm gonna come back, and I will put the mid bar down, and I'm gonna go on the top. I will pull a little bit. Let's make more space. And now this is the tricky part. We have the mid bar in here. We are gonna take the end, and we are gonna go on the top of the mid bar, on top, like this. So the mid bar is in between this loop, and let's just make it a little bit looser, because we have to now fold this down, and we need a little bit more space here. and we are gonna go all the way where the midbar is, right here. We'll pull, and now you see the midbar is right here. That was in the loop. Now we are gonna fold this in and attach it right here. Now we are gonna go to the sewing machine and we are gonna do 2 lines. And once you finish 2 lines here, we are gonna take the other end, and I just made it a little pointy just to reduce the bulk, and we will slide it right here on top. And there's not gonna be much space, but we will do our best to push it in. Make sure it's not twisted, and voila, this is what we are supposed to end up with. So we have the adjustable strap, and now on the other side, this end, we will again put the hook through, and we are gonna fold, and this is gonna help reduce the bulk. So when you fold it, it's actually gonna be easier for the sewing machine. And now we are gonna go back to the machine and we will stitch on both sides. I mean 2 lines, just like before. Now we are gonna take the external panel and the 2 strap connectors. Let's put this inside out and see how it looks like. This is my favorite part. Let's push out the corners. Let's make them nice and sharp. Good. And this is it. Oh, this is so cute. Okay, now we will place these little hooks on this side and we will clip it. Put them right in the middle. And we will just attach these straps, just the very end. Now when this is done, we will take the lining, and so this is, we are looking at the good side, and this is the wrong side up. Make sure that you have your opening on one side, and now we are gonna slide this in. Because again, the rule is you have to have the good sides facing each other. And we will line it up. We will start on the side. Make sure it's in the middle. And we will clip them all around. We are gonna take it to the sewing machine and we will do 1 centimeter seam allowance all around. And now through this opening on one side, we are gonna turn the whole bag inside out, and we are gonna push the lining in. Yeah, and we want at least 4 inches opening. That's usually, the bigger the bag, the more opening we need. Okay, and before we push it in, we will close this gap right here. You just want to sew the very end, the edge of the lining. And now we are gonna push it in. And this is gonna be the very last thing we have to do. We will push the lining inside so we can't see it, and you will use your clips and just clip it all around. If you want, you can take it to the ironing station, but just make sure that these that the lining is not sticking out. You want the lining inside, and you just want to see the exterior panel. And then we are gonna go to the sewing machine, and we are gonna top stitch all around. And that's the very final thing we have to do. Once you top stitch, you are all done. You can close your beautiful bag, and we will add the swivel hook, the strap, and we are all done. If you enjoyed today's tutorial, please hit the like button, comment below, subscribe, and we are doing these kind of projects every week. So I hope to see you next time. Bye.